please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon to everyone. Board members, you have the agenda for today's meeting before you. There are no questions or corrections to the agenda. I could get a motion to approve. Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposition? Okay, the agenda stands approved by unanimous vote. We also have before us the minutes from last week's meeting, October 1st. Also sent by mail. Hopefully everyone has had a chance to review them. Are there any corrections or questions about the minutes from October 1st? If not, could I get a motion to approve the minutes?
So
we approve the minutes as written. Second from Ms. Williams. All in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposition, please say no. Okay, the minutes for October 1st stand approved by unanimous vote. We are at the public comment section of the meeting. If there's anyone wishing to make public comments, please stand and be recognized.
Hi, I'm Allison Powers, Chairman of the Union County Republican Party, and I'd like to say I'm very proud of how North Carolina is coming together to help out those people that have been devastated by the hurricanes, to put together a very reasonable plan for getting them able to vote. And what they are going to have to go through is just remarkable.
Thank you. Any other comments? We'll move on to new business. Our absentee.
Okay, we have here. And who is the one going to be pulling them today? We're going to have, total of 458 absentee by mail, civilian absentee by mails to be presented today as otherwise properly executed. I do have 7 that the voter did not follow the instructions and placed their ballot in the clear sleeve. Once we found that out, it was sealed back up, and we would need the board to open this and confirm that they are good to go. They are on your report here. So 458, that does include these 7.
So we need to review the 7 and then a sampling of the 458.
Yes. All the reports for today.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and leave these on this one. And I'll grab the scissors because they are taped shut. Two options, you can use this or the scissors. And does the board know who would like to pull the ballots for today for this election?
Volunteer. Kevin, and then we'll work our way in next week.
Okay.
Your turn next week.
Okay.
I'm just gonna remove the rubber bands. We rubber band them in 50s or so that we can make sure everything's scanned in and accounted for. I'm just gonna take the rubber bands off. As to not hinder the selection. So if you get it and it has a sticky note on it with a count, that's just where we counted the stack. Snap that off. One hiding in the bottom, sorry. Alrighty.
So we got 10.
6.
$64.
10% of 100 and 5% above that.
10% of 200 and 5% of 100.
Hey, Allison, this is Kenny Geiger.
So 10.
10% of 100,
Just took a position with.
then, 28. That's what I've got 27.9. But that's in addition to the 7 over there. If you would like to pull more, feel free. Here's the.
So we just do 35. If you did 28, then it's plus the 7.
7. Yeah. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna double count. Plus 7. 27, 28 in this basket. The numbers are not gonna be in order, but y'all know where to look for those at. Is that correct? Do these first.
Do these first.
You want me to do it in the. Flip it around and stick the ballot under the ID in the back. That way it can't be seen.
Yeah. Do you want to keep the envelope with it?
You don't have to. You can pass it as it is and I'll put it with it.
That's it.
We're working on this first list right now.
Um,
These are on the first list.
Yes, ma'am. They are on the first list, but they're not in order.
I know they're not in order, but I'm not finding this particular number on the list. That's
Okay,
why.
let me check real quick.
Yeah. 2414,
Yeah, I'll tell you there.
right there's the only.
It's over here, ma'am. Can't call their numbers out.
It's on this page. And this was the one right before. That goes with that.
Those are the ones that they put their ballot outside of the correct envelope. So when I brought it to you, it was both envelopes here. That's why you have two for those. It's behind the ID on most of them.
Do we need to take a separate motion on those?
No, we just, as long as the board didn't see any issues with it, they're already accepted on there, so y'all can accept it as a whole. But I bring them to you first so that if there's an issue, I can go take them off and then get y'all new reports.
Okay, so let me ask, before we get too deep into the next set, are there any questions or issues about the 7 that we just reviewed?
I've got one here where the uh, address on the driver's license is in Anson County. And it was mailed, the address shown on the ballot is Union County.
Okay, for the photo ID, it has to be the name and the likeness of the voter. It can be a different address.
How do we know that?
That's just in the photo ID rules that the state has sent down, that we're supposed to consider the likeness of the voter and the
Yeah,
name.
but how do we know what the voter looks like?
I think that applies more to the in-person voting. Yeah, I believe by mail, it's more if it's basically, you can just tell that it's a person. That it's a,
What's a photograph of a person?
exactly.
But I don't know if that's the person that lives in Anson County or person that lives in Union County.
Judge Tillman, in numbered memo 2020-25, which was updated for absentee meetings, if the voter has included, I'm just reading you from the state's guidance, the voters included a photocopy of their photo ID, then staff should make initial determination that the ID is a type of ID that is acceptable for voting purposes. The ID meets any applicable expiration requirements. The name on the ID can be read. The photograph on the ID depicts a person, not a shadow or outline of a person. And the name on the ID is the same as or substantially equivalent to the voter's name in their voter record.
Well, my only question is, I don't know whether she's a citizen or resident of this county based on the conflict between the photo ID and the absentee ballot.
Supplied an ID
From
from,
a different county.
from a different county, it could be from a different state, as long as their registration was within 90 days of registering. That's the guidance from the State Board of Elections.
Okay, can we check that,
Can we check what
check that voters?
they're registered here in our county? What additional information would you like us to check on?
Because you already did that, right?
We already did it, yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't get a ballot. All of these people are registered here in Union County. And then we've got this flyer too that tells you, I don't know if y'all still have that or not. while you are looking at those, just so you know, we also check to make sure no one has departed the world and gone to glory before every meeting. All the ballots that you have today are not of deceased people. We also check the previous meetings. No one is deceased from the previous meetings either, just so everybody is aware of public and,
Or if they
Or-
move.
or if they've moved out of county. You have to be a resident 30 days prior to the election to be eligible in Red County. And we do take into account the dates.
Yeah, I noticed the address does not appear on the voter ID cards that you've issued, does not show their address.
That's correct, yes, sir. And
Those IDs last for 10 years. That way, if the voter moves somewhere in the state, they can still use it. But when they come into our office, we have to they have to put.
You have to verify that they're
Their social-
registered in this county.
Yes, they're registered and verify their social or driver's license number before we can issue them an ID.
And it's not the same day either. So if someone shows up today to register to vote and requests an ID at the same time, they can't walk out with it for new registration. There's a time frame that has to,
The registration has to validate.
prior to them being able to be issued an ID. It's close to about
15 days for verification process.
registration.
Says the expert.
It's the last one.
That's all, folks.
Excuse me. I see two names on your list from the same precinct, but they don't have whether they junior or senior.
You want to show it to me?
Could you, show a difference between them?
I do know that whenever we're sending and receiving, I do have some juniors that don't
Right
say
here.
they're junior.
So you got this one
Yep,
here,
that's them.
and you got it right here,
Yeah, I can print off one's a junior, one is a senior.
but it doesn't have it there.
It's not a requirement if they were born and they don't have it on their social security card. It's not required to be on there, but I can check them for you and bring you a screenshot of it.
Yeah, senior is never part of the name
Junior isn't it?
because they weren't born as
First.
senior.
Unless you submit to have it adjusted, yeah, I do know someone that's done that because of the trouble it's caused them in the long run. Can you tell me what page that was? I'm sorry. Can you tell me the page number?
It's on the second page.
There's actually 4 of them. They're all in the same household. Y'all want this before you make a motion? Do you want to look at the ones with the yellow forms while I go look at this to conserve time? Think so? Okay, all right. Great
Well,
choice.
we've got the overseas and the military to do too.
Yeah, you got a lot, Mr. Stillman. You're going to be here for a while. So while y'all are reviewing these, I'll run go check those for you, and then I'll be right back. So we'll be, and I say we very loosely, we'll be reviewing 26 of these. As in the past, everything else is otherwise good to go. Signatures and witnesses, the only thing this is an inability to copy or whatever the reason
The
is.
yellow exemption form.
That's correct. Okay. Guess you might want the form here. These are in alphabetical order by last name. Okay. Keep you on your toes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a different basket.
I got the 7 that are
That's good.
on here, then it's.
And this is for the yellow forms. Thank you.
This exception form on the inside.
It's the hour envelope.
Excuse me.
And I'll take these back because it's got information on it's not public information.
Okay, they're two different dates of birth.
Correct. One's the Sunday. Actually, y'all were, yeah, I'll take them back. We'll just go back. The whole family.
You come work with us,
Okay, yes, ma'am.
the tape is tearing.
I forgot there's one in here as well that was open and it has a yellow form in it. That's why it was in the other set.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. That should be the last one. Take this. Y'all go ahead and make a motion on the first one so they can start opening them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, board, we reviewed the first sample of 35. Are there any questions about those? The first 35 that we reviewed? Any questions about those? We're gonna get a motion to approve those.
These are the civilian ballots that we
Yes, this
sampled.
would be ballots.
You're holding off of, so I can check the date of birth on that one I just brought you.
Yeah.
Not the one you're doing right now.
Move they be approved.
Okay, and let me make a motion to approve the ballots, the 35 civilian ballots is properly executed.
No, 358.
458.
458.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you. I can get a motion to approve the 458 absentee ballots as properly executed and ready to be opened.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say yes.
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 Any opposition? Motion stays approved. Thank you.
These are already open, so take out the envelope, and we'll put in your item and fill out the ballot. And I'll put those in one basket, and the ballot goes in the other. But I think it's here. It should be, okay, so it's- you just place this. for us to contact the voter with what the records are from the state. Was that the question you wanted? That question was-
We still will vote. We're just trying to determine if there were any that,
Any issues?
any that the members were
She's
voting.
trying to reconcile. She-
Oh, that's the one that I removed.
Yeah, that one's been pulled,
I hold it, yes, sir. That's correct. So now your new paper says 25.
25.
Sorry about that.
We still need to check if there's
Total
no-
25.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
As I understand it, one person votes in favor of the yellow form,
That is correct.
that carries it.
It does. So
Okay,
even if it is 1-4, 4 yea,
against,
and 4
it's
against,
still,
it still passes.
It's principle with me, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
They're doing things they shouldn't do, and I'm not.
So do I need to talk specifically about the one that, again, I'm not sharing any details? Are we voting for the 24 or 25? Oh, I'm sorry. Or just collectively?
Are they voting? They're voting, those voting against one, that could be one. Guess that's what-
Same one? Yeah, you can say the name now, so once they're returned and the board is considering it, it is in public information. You cannot share the CIV number, the OVR number, or the MIL number at any point. So once they have been presented to you, you can say their name, but not the OVR, MIL, or CIV numbers.
Well, we know it's number 3.
Okay.
it's number 3 on page 1.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay,
So we got that.
okay, so do we want to have a vote on that one first?
Yes, that was my question. So for, number 3 on page 1, 4-page document. Could I get a motion to, approve, that ballot, as properly executed with the exception for? Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say yes. Yes. All, those against, please say no.
No.
Okay, so we need to make a motion happen. Okay, so for the other 24, are there, I'm assuming there are no questions, but let me ask. Any questions about the other 24?
I have a vote I'm not voting for, yeah. 14, I'm not voting for, 11, I am.
Okay, so like that one we just did individually. Do we need to go through all of those individually as well?
I believe she can just mark those in the report,
Okay.
and then we'll have a record of the ones that she voted.
Kind of like what we did last week. Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the other 24?
Wait.
Sorry, hold on, I'm trying to think about how we're going to do it. Well, the 11, you said you're against 11 or 14, Ms. Boswell?
She's striking out 14.
14, no.
Did that include number 3?
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay, I was just saying.
You'll have to vote separately on those.
14 that she marked.
Yes, unless you want to vote for them. Or the ones that she's voting against, no one else is voting against, you need to make a motion separately for those, because that could.
Let me have her mark and then we'll, just want to be consistent because the first one we did individually. on page 2, the third, and I'm gonna do them all individually. The third voter on page 2. Did I get a motion to approve this ballot is properly executed with the exception for? Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you. All in favor, please say yes. Yes. Opposed? The very next one, number 4 on the list.
Okay, no.
Okay, number 4 on the list. Can I get a motion to approve this ballot is properly executed with the exception for? Thank you. Is there a second? The fourth one on page 2.
We're doing the 24.
14.
Yeah, we started, next week we'll do something different. We started individually, and I just want to be consistent.
Okay.
So I need a second on that one.
Second on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All in favor, please say yes.
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 Opposed? 3-2. Number 5 on the list, same page. Could I get a motion to approve that ballot as properly executed? With the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second? We should know the rhythm by now. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposition?
No.
Next one on the list. Number 6, same page. Could I get a motion to approve this as, this ballot is properly executed with the exception for? Thank you. Second? All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposition?
No.
Say no. 3-2. The next one on the list. Number 8 on the list. Did I miss 7? Can I get a motion, the very last name on the list?
So moved. Page 2.
Yes, still on page 2. Can I get a second to approve this ballot as properly executed with the exception for? Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposed? Thank you. On page 3, this one is good. The second name on the list. Did I get a motion to approve this ballot as properly executed with the exception for? Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposition, please say no.
No.
Okay, 3-2. Third on the list. Could I get a motion to approve this ballot as properly executed with the exception for?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you. Please say yes.
No.
Okay, 3-2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 on the list. Again, page 3. Could I get a motion to accept this ballot as properly executed with the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second? Second. Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposition?
No.
Okay, 3-2. Next one on the list. Number 6. Could I get a motion to accept this ballot as properly executed with the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you. All in favor, please say yes. Yes. Opposition, please say no.
No.
Please say no. Okay, 3-2. Last name of the list. Okay. Oh, this is the one that's not signed. Okay. Last name on the list on page 3. Can I get a motion to accept that ballot as properly executed with the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, please say no.
No.
Are these good?
Are you running off the old list or the new list?
Get to that side.
26 or 25?
This is.
No, we skipped the one. The names that we're doing are correct. The one that, yeah.
The one without.
Just wanna make sure it's the right person.
I didn't want that one either way.
Yeah. we got that. On the last page. So these are all now. Okay, could I get a motion to approve of the first name on the list, page 4, as properly executed with the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second? Second. All in favor, please say yes. Yes. Opposition?
No.
3-2. Next name on the list. Can I get a motion to accept this ballot as properly executed with the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second? Second. Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. All opposed, please say no.
No.
Did you say yes on that one?
Yes.
Okay, so 3-2. And the last name on the list. Could I get a motion to approve
Hang
this?
on. That's why I asked, because y'all are working off the 26 list, and the problem is the numbers, the names moved up.
Are we all we're all working on this one.
She's on the 25 list, because she's on the 25 list since it was updated. So that's why I was asking about this person.
Okay, all right.
We got an issue.
Well, as long as we're all working on the 26 list, we voted for what's consistent. Do we need to like redo it?
Because we didn't.
No, we just need to check it.
I just need that.
We need this copy. I just need that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we pulled out the person that you were talking about. Let me restart. Yeah, I have a drink when I get home. So the last person on the list, could I get a motion to approve that ballot is properly executed with the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second?
I didn't hear you clearly.
The last name on the list, I need a second. It's been properly motioned, that first motion to approve this last name on the list is properly executed with the exception form. I just need a second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposition?
No.
No. Okay, thank you. Okay, so then the other 11 that we didn't have any issue with, We now need to vote on those. Any questions on those 11? All right, if not, could I get a motion to approve the final 11 ballots as properly executed with the exception form? Thank you. Is there a second? All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Opposition, please say no.
These are the 11 military ballots that you have on your list. It's already on the list. You have those from the beginning. These two envelopes right here, it's not necessary for y'all to review these, but they are together. If you'd like to look at them, they're right there. Because they came back, we don't have to duplicate them, but
Which list are these?
you should have had them off the sheet. So. There you go. And then you'll have, on the overseas as well. Okay, and then, so that's those 11. You don't have to open the envelope and review the ones that are already sent back on the appropriate documentation. And then there's none that have been duplicated. Oh, it's recorded. Just put it order into this basket's empty of ballots. Okay.
We don't need to open those.
No, you don't open them, no, sir. Those come back from the voter, we send them the paper, wherever they may be, they got them, voted them, sent them back. It is not required to open them and review what they did because it's on ballot paper. When the board reviews the other ones, it's because they submitted it through the portal and we have to duplicate in a bipartisan manner because it's not the correct paper. But the people that receive it by mail can rub it in on the correct paper. I voted on this, I'm gonna take this away, so. Yes, please. So if we have one that was cut by the owner, you want to look and see if it'll take it, or check to see if it needs to be cut. Okay, so you want to take- okay. Instead of the paper. approve it, just like we do the CIDs. We're gonna approve duplication on only 9. As long as duplicating 9, because other 2 didn't need duplication. And that's for the military presentation.
report, we have reviewed the 11 military ballots. Are there any questions? If not, do I get a motion to approve the 11 military ballots, 9 of which were properly executed by the bipartisan team, duplicated by the bipartisan team. All 11 ballots will be being properly executed. Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposition? Motion stands approved.
So separate 8 to present to you. How to go about doing this, if they want to half of the bipartisan team, or if you want to do all of them, whatever the board would like, and I'll do them down here.
We'll do that like we do. Want to review them all or fill them up like we did last week? I'm doing them all. Doing them all.
It's okay, because I just want them to accept. paper from the.
Candace.
Yeah, we have it.
That's all, folks.
And we have reviewed the 38 overseas ballots that were returned this week. Are there any questions? If not, can I get a motion to approve those 38 overseas ballots as properly executed and duplicated by the bipartisan team? Thank you. Is there a second? Second. Thank you. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any opposition, please say no. Thank you. The motion stands approved.
All right, so if the board will go ahead and sign all of the other forms, and on the form that, for the yellow sheet on the back, we will make note that 2 board members, and we'll write their name, are against the 14, right? And then the other 3 were for, and how we're gonna yell it for.
I went back and signed that new sheet that you brought, so I signed by the names, so it's
Oh,
all-
okay, okay, well, that's good then.
I mean, I went back and marked it by the names.
Okay,
Is that
this
all
one?
correct?
oh, that's good, okay. So we'll,
Let
let
me
me
just make a note, because I don't want to sign that. That would imply to me that.
Yeah, we can make a note and then we'll attach yours to this, okay? Do you want to make a note on that one and? Because he's going to be against a certain amount,
So,
certain quantity.
so do you want, by each of our names, the number we're for and the number we're
I
against?
think that'll be easiest.
Okay.
And then we've got a copy of this from Ms. Bosbach for our records. And we'll know that's the correct ones for Mr. Still and Ms. Bosbach. And then I think there was one other, yeah, number 3 on the first page, which I've got a record of. So Mr. Still, yours was 15 against. Okay,
And that's what I put down.
okay. So he's got better memory than I got. Yeah, it was number 3 on the front. And then Ms. Williams was
Wonderful.
against that one too. They're taking them apart.
Yeah, we just want to know that it's done.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna count before we go, we're gonna go in there before we
Yes,
do the
yes.
report staff.
Yeah, that would be all off the, I like having them out. And then Ms. Bosbach, you should have the seal. Did I give you a seal? A pink seal? Didn't give you a pink, it's on the floor next to your chair. If you'll go ahead and read that off in the notes, and I'll get Mr. Jordan to read off the previous one as soon as you're done.
All right. The number is 1, 2, 4, 8, 5, 1. 1, 2, 4, 8, 5, 1.
And the old seal is 00572314. Again, that's 00572314.
She was against one.
Against 124.
No.
Oh, yes.
She was against the one that she was in here.
25 to 0.
24 for
Did you vote against one?
one of them.
Okay.
Okay,
And then 1 against. Thank you.
All right.
Let's sign those.
clarification. First one, that was number 3, that Judge Stillman pointed out, vote against. We have here on your vote, I had you voting for it, and Candace has you voting against it. That very first one.
The
that
one,
was-
I was concerned about the one that legal rights. Yeah.
So you vote, yeah, okay.
All right, and if the board's ready, we'll go over here and get these suckers scanned in.
All right.
Oh, as soon as Mr. Jordan's time. He can bring them. Your speakers are on already, for everybody to hear. They are. Alright, so we're gonna scan them in smaller batches because, when the civilian ones go out, sometimes people get real crafty and folding and start pressing really hard on the papers and such. So we don't want them to get, kick out a batch of 100. So we're gonna do the ones that aren't folded as much, which will be the ones that were duplicated first. Philip is gonna print us a 0 tape, 2 of them. One will be for notes and one will be for the box. Eating up.
Round and round it goes and where it stops.
That was a little extra folded. You're going over here, that's our 0 tape. Or piece of paper, 0 tape. The board's ready, Philip's ready, y'all ready for me to start scanning? Let's go. Hopefully all will be good, but I did notice some were a little bit, look like they have been damp and dried. whenever they arrive because of the way the envelope is. So hopefully they'll be good today. I'm just gonna leave that just like that.
Looking over, if the ends are folded over, it's like taking, let's start over.
And we actually had that at one time where they were folded, where
Worry
they
about
kicked it
taking
out.
this,
It's gonna get kicked out.
It'll
If
kick it
they-
out.
If the edges are folded over, like if a barcode is covered up, it won't accept it.
These, read both sides as it goes through. That's great. Oh, you gotta duplicate one. It's like there's a rice stuck to it.
Oh, no. I would say yes, it is rice. Okay. Is that the only rice one?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you write, you have something to write on so we can get the, write down which one we need? It's gonna be precinct 31, ballot stop at 6. And the rice in question is still stuck to it. Just made it, ketchup in the machine. We'll get y'all the duplicate if that's okay. And I'll let you leave all this in y'all's care if this in control and go get the duplication form. I'll be right back, okay?
Shooting up the signature.
That was all messed up.
The rice. That's funny.
But as long as we don't have any more whiteout,
Yeah.
or your white powder, that's the one we go. Surely you boys took it on the chin side.
Where they were. Assuming that they got so excited about their game the week before that they didn't anticipate that they were gonna have.
I think they decided this was gonna be an easy game. It was.
Quarterback had transferred up there. He wanted it really bad, and I think when, it depends on which team wants it the worst when they play. Has a lot to do with it.
Was that the Vanderbilt quarterback, was he transferred?
Yeah, he transferred from A&M. He transferred a couple of different times, I think. That was about his third school.
a scorecard just to keep up with these people these days.
Ridiculous, I think it's destroying football.
Is there never do this?
Yes. But who would like to be the caller and the duplicator, and then the rest of the board would be reviewers? Well, let's
I'll
close to
either
Mr.
mark or
Stillman,
I'll call. Either one.
and then if you'll keep in mind that the speakers are on in here. And then on the ballot, what you're gonna do is write, flip it one more time, sorry. On the top of this one, you're gonna write duplicated. And then in this little rectangle here, Mr. Stillman, you're gonna write DUP, and then you can start here, sorry. DUP dash this number and this letter too. I'm gonna get y'all to sign that when you're done.
All right. Gone.
I'm just gonna sleep here until
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it.
Commissioner of Agriculture, Steve Troxler. Commissioner of Insurance, Mike Halsey. Commissioner of Labor, Luke Farley. Secretary of State, Chad Brown.
I'll just flip through and make sure nothing's.
Superintendent of Public Instruction, Michelle Morrow. Treasurer, Brad Minor. Supreme Court Associate Justice Seat 6. Appeals, Court of Appeals, Judge Seat 12, Tony Murray.
you just grab two of them. It's just folded, and it's like they're
North Carolina Court of Appeals, Judge Seat 14, Valerie Zachary. North Carolina Court of Appeals, seat 15, Chris Freeman. Next page. North Carolina State Senate, Todd Johnson. Representative District 68, David Willis. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, seat 1, Chris Gray. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, seat 2, Stephen Nathan. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, seat 3, Megan Simpson. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, seat 4, Barry Hooks, S. Hooks. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, seat 5, Anna Goodman. Union County Board of Commissioners, Christina B. Mills, and Harry Seats. Besides, Union County Board of Commissioners, Clancy Walker. Union County Board of Education at Large, Sarah May. And Howard Price. Union County Register of Deeds, Crystal Gilbert. Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor, nobody. Next time,
No vote.
referendum, Constitutional Amendment 4. School Board bonds, no.
Okay, let's pass them around and let everybody else.
Sir?
Today's the 7th.
Today, the 8th? October the 8th.
Is it?
It is. Yeah. Well, your dad will have to come back again tomorrow.
sorry, I started on that. That's your line.
Oh, okay.
How many requests for absentee ballots are we up to?
Close to 7,000.
I was gonna say that one you duplicated was 4,951.
We're over 6,000 now. Getting on up there. I thought we
Well,
would
we've
have
got,
about
what?
7,000.
182,000 registered voters.
I think something close to that. Oh, yes. Okay, so, the one that was torn because of the rice, is no longer any good because the board duplicated it. Okay, so what we do is we put the duplicated one in place of the one that's torn with the rice.
Right.
So this one is, going to the land of sword. And then we will have to run this, we have a whole
And
stack.
it's not got any folds.
No folds and no more rice. We did not have any food today, so. No drinks, sauces.
Mustard ketchup.
I feel like we might have to start buying some dinner.
So what
Might have to start getting dinner.
is early?
Yep. Good catch. Doing great, John. Doing great. Folds are a problem, but there's no other way to get it to work, so. This one has already properly scanned.
Well, it'd be nice if they all went to the early voting day of election.
Well, you know, such is the law. We just keep taking them as they come. I did, think we would only get about 7,000 to 8,000. You know, we're quick, but we're still,
Yeah, but
we're a little early.
and you don't know, we don't have any idea how many of those are gonna come back.
That's correct, yes.
Because so they request them and then they pay for it.
Correct, yes. Mhm. And it voids out the mail. Yep. We actually had somebody bring those back and said he didn't mean to do that. He didn't ask for them by mail, that someone came and assisted him in making his request. He just go in person to return the whole packet. So we spoiled that and so we'll be able to go vote in person, whether it be early voting or election day. No fault, I can move this one already.
Now, those have all been done.
These are all scanned, I'm just waiting for him to tell me I can move this basket now. We still have another basket to go. Yeah, it's over to his right. So, can we figure out, this one here to this one, right?
that machine works a whole lot better than the old one.
That one.
It'd run about 20 through and then hiccup.
Maybe the most important one. We'll drop these in two separate sections because there's so many today, when we put them in the box. To make sure that we don't tear anything on the rubber banding them after we're all done. So that we're not trying to
We're
cram
probably gonna fill that box up.
pretty soon. If we get, well, it depends on how many more we get next week. But I don't think it's too.
Yeah, we had a lot less of the overseas this time,
The last meeting, we had over 100.
105.
And then this one, it was, yes, 38 employees.
Why not?
Well, oh yeah. I was wondering when that popped up.
Where are you be, Candace?
32 and 59.
32, 59.
White out right here in this section. I don't know if everybody.
That way.
Will you pass that this way? Because, I know, yeah, if you'll pass the, board back and go get it. That's duplication. We're doing again, Mr. Stillman?
Hmm?
Are you gonna duplicate the next one?
I don't know, it depends on what my partner wants to do.
Okay. You wanna write your name on there? We'll get it ready. I think your partner ran away.
I just went to the bathroom.
She's ready. You know, there's all.
The whiteout was on non-partisan.
They got hackers over there.
Unless you get work.
She's still got time to tell it's not here yet. I don't think they can hear us over there because normally they're speakers are red. They can hear us. Oh, she can't get in. Oh, there she goes. We had a lot more phone calls and the traffic in person has picked up. That's for y'all.
You wanna do another one, or you wanna make them do it? You wanna do another one, or you wanna make them do it?
Oh, it doesn't matter, we can do it.
Okay.
What number is it?
Yeah. Got another ballot to fill out.
Yeah, they whited out
Oh,
their vote
yeah,
on the
that's right.
soil and water
Talked
conservation.
about that white out at the last meeting.
Okay. All right.
Okay, which side? We can go here. Comma. Down for the House of Representatives, we got Justin E. Dews.
They're doing that.
For governor, we got Josh Stein. Okay, Lieutenant Governor Rachel Hunt. Attorney General Jeff Jackson. Auditor Jessica Holmes.
5:32. 5:32. But we got one more weekend.
That makes 5:32 this one.
Commissioner of Agriculture Sarah Taylor.
The way he said it.
Commissioner of Insurance Natasha Marcus.
Put them sideways and then twist.
Commissioner of Labor Braxton Winston II. Secretary of State Elaine Marshall. Superintendent of Public Instruction Maurice Reed. Treasurer Leslie Harris. Supreme Court of Justice Seat 6, Allison Reeves. North Carolina Court of Appeals, Judge Seat 12, Carolyn Jennings Thompson. North Carolina Court of Appeals, Judge Seat 14, Ed Eldred. North Carolina Court of Appeals, Judge Seat 15, Martin E. Moore. North Carolina State Senate District 35, Robin Mann. North Carolina House of Representatives, District 69, Lee Coulter. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, Seat 1, Chris Gray. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, Seat 2, Stephen Higdon. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, Seat 3, Megan Simpson. North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, Seat 4, Irvin Hooks. North North Carolina District Court Judge, District 30, Seat 5, Anna Goodman. Union County Board of Commissioners, Christina B. Helms. And Gary Sides. Union County Board of Commissioners, Clancy Barker. Union County Board of Education at Large, Liz Holmes Baxter. And Weston Burrows. Union County Register of Deeds, Crystal Gilliard. Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor, Evan Adler. Referendum, Constitutional Amendment 4. Town of Stallings, District 5, room occupancy tax 4. Union County School Board, school bonds, no.
All right, did you write duplicated at the top of this one? If you write duplicated at the top?
Write it up.
Yes, ma'am, please. And then in the rectangle, you were gonna put DUP dash, the number that's already in the rectangle she has. If you'll slide that towards Mr. Stillman so he can get the number off of it. All right, and then if you'll pass it around, let the rest of your board members confirm, and then we'll let y'all sign this and then pass it back to the ones
We
that.
need to do another entry.
Yes, sir. We're just gonna use the same paper we're trying to conserve, so we'll let you do it at the top.
What time is it now?
The 4:42 is when you finished.
Right now for the second.
Or I think it was 4:36 when we started.
And once all the board has approved that one, Philip will scan it in, print our final numbers. The board will sign both sheets. We'll add that ballot into the stack, sign a sheet, and we'll lock it up for next week. And we'll make a decision about if we need a new box or not, depending on how many quantity-wise we get for the next meeting. I'm not looking in the box, but it's about.
You got all the rest of them done?
Sir?
All the rest of them
Yes, sir.
scanned?
Mm-hmm.
On this one.
Yeah, we're just waiting on that. Mr. Jordan already put one stack in, now we've got this stack to keep from tearing them up as they go in the box. And then we will find the remaining paperwork that goes in, drop it in. Good. All right, so the duplicated one will stay, that is the whiteout one, and you will get the new original.
Now, how many are you supposed to have in
Oh, yeah, you took that one. Was it? Yeah, good. Yay, and no whiteout. Make sure we see, someone doesn't have a whiteout.
5:30.
Ta-da, 5:32. We're good.
Good.
So he's going to, even with it jamming and such on rice, still came out, as it should. And he will print the forms out, get y'all to sign, and we'll collect them in the office. All right, and now that they are scanned, the information is not released until 7:30 PM on election night. No one knows what's in the system, even if they say they do not. We don't know, y'all don't know. All it says is there's 532 presented today, scanned in, and locked away. Check my notification log here. I got you. Let's start review over here. Just right above that. Don't too much. Still in time. All good. Good job, Mr. Chairman.
We got it.
Got it. Check all the signatures.
Thank you.
We had some a little more difficulties in the last one, but we'll get through them. I'm glad the rain ones went through. We have had plenty of those called to say that their ballots were damaged in the rain.
I think that's why they put rice on that one. They tried to dry it out.
Oh, that's actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Or they were just
Here you go.
getting some rice on it.
Next time we'll ask them to bring some plate. There you go, thank you so much. All right, so all ballots have now been placed into the black box. Ms. Bosbach is gonna seal it up, and the other seal's already inside, right? You already tossed the seal in?
We've got a paint seal this time.
That's right, I plan on color coordinating with your Stillman.
Next. Kristen's cup today, I know.
Ah, yes. I'm excited, we're gonna color code now using pink paper too. I'll be the next color.
Okey dokey.
All right, let's go. Next.
Easy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll go that way.
Is there another board meeting?
Your shoes untied, sir, please don't fall. Very sure. I'll just run. If I don't take it now, I'll be lost. That's okay. Thank you. Trying to call some. Yep.
I can lean back, but I can't go like this. So I learned how to lean back.
Today's meeting. I will run the numbers and check and see how many absentee requests we've had so far. And unless the board has any questions for me, I will retire and store the ballots.
Thank you so much.
So have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bring an invitation.
Okay, we will move into staff reports, starting with Ms. Donna.
Yes, I will be giving the voter registration report for the month of September. As of September 30th, we had a total of 182,211 registrations. 161,331 were active, 20,880 were inactive. Registrations approved, 1,802. Total registrations removed, 1,264. Out of those, 266 of the registrations were inactive. New registrations. We processed 2,426 registrations. We've been, most of them are from DMV, but we've been getting a lot from drives and people coming in, in the door. Duplicates, we processed 3,083. Changes of information, 2,917. Out of those, we had 610 party changes. And you have a report in your packet. Verifications. 5,621 first and second verification mailings were sent. 58 first verification were returned undeliverable. 65 verifications were returned by the voter. Confirmations, 35 confirmations were returned by the voter. 83 confirmations were sent. And then the rest of the report for the NVRA, we have them by the stats by party, race, ethnicity, and gender. The statistical, you have your party changes, you have the 610, and it's broken out for you as far as the original party and the new party. Statistical report for September you have for your information in your packet. Between August and September, we gained 1,141 registrations. The national change of address report is also in your packet. So far, we received 422 back. Last meeting, we had 399, so we got 23 more in to process. And we have the voter registration deadline. That's coming up Friday, October the 11th at 5 o'clock in the office. If someone, if they miss that registration deadline, they can register and vote at one stop for early voting, excuse me. Any questions?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks again. Financial report.
Hello, not much has changed with the administration budget. We're at 17.6% for the administration. And the elections budget, we've used 12.5%. Our biggest expenses in the election budget coming from printing and office supplies, where we have purchased our ballots, training manuals, absentee envelopes, and signs. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Next on the list, Philip, logic and accuracy testing.
Logic and accuracy testing has been completed on all the equipment that we're gonna be using in this upcoming election. It was completed by a bipartisan team led by myself. So I have a list of all the serials and all, if anybody would like to see it. But as a reminder, what we do for the logic and accuracy testing part of the actual tabulators is we have test decks that we get from HART. We run those through, and then we print a tape and compare the results on that tape to what the deck reflects and make sure that that all matches. So everything has also been through that process, and everything's been programmed, sealed up, and is ready to go for this upcoming election.
Thank you very much. Any questions on the staff report? Move into general discussion.
Yes, I want to end on a happy note, and we had our I Voted sticker design contest. We had students, it was open to middle and high school, so we had across the county, homeschool, charter school, middle and high school submissions, and of those, we picked the top 12 and posted for online voting. Our winner was Eliana Pack from CATA, and the chair, Juanita, and I visited CATA last week and presented her with her award. Her social studies teacher had encouraged them to enter the contest. There were several great and unique entries from that class. So we took them some donuts and gave Eliana her plaque and a $100 Visa gift card. So we actually got our stickers back that we ordered. These will go to everybody that votes, early voting or election day. So you get one of the first ones, even though you haven't voted yet. But we like it and we think it looks great. I think it's beautiful.
With the card.
Very much
The double.
conservative.
Yes,
This is beautiful.
it is.
Go for Jenny.
How old is she?
The best day ever.
Was she in the 11th grade?
I believe she was 10th
Virginia's got the
grader.
same third and
Uh,
as we had here.
And CATA. And when we had the first contest in 22, a young lady from CATA also won that contest. So CATA's 2 for 0.
Good idea. Very good. Anything else? That's it? All right, Kevin, you're on. Motion to adjourn. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say yes. Yes. Any opposition? All right, the meeting stays adjourned. Thank y'all for all of the hard work. I know it's probably a zoo of time for y'all, but we appreciate everything you do.
It's gonna get worse from here on out.
Don't say that. Let's say that for next week.